Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with a controversial view of the Amityville Horror. Jason and I wanted to start the new year off with an infamous, controversial horror movie. The Amityville Horror is a 1979 horror film based on the true events. Or is it? The movie stars James Brolin, Margot Kidder, and Rod Steiger. Right off the bat, I think it's important for me to say I've never been a huge fan of this one. I don't dislike it, but I have some issues with the pacing. The tagline is, "For God's sake, get out." And while I'm watching this, I think, for God's sake, get on with it. There is lots I do like about it, though. I just prefer the sequels, believe it or not. This video, however, is not a review. It's a C-view. A controversial view. Many, if not most people, probably associate this film with the true story, right? But I think what some people don't even know is that those so-called true events have been debunked. This bonus DVD even touches on it. On the back, you'll see one of the features is Amityville Horror or Hoax by the History Channel. Explores the controversy surrounding the haunting of the residents. William Weber, Ronald DeFeo's defense attorney, alleged that he and the Lutzes, George and Kathy, made the whole thing up. According to his admission, they concocted the whole horror story scam over bottles of wine. It was all a plan to make money off of the DeFeo murders. So while Ronald DeFeo did murder his family in that house, the Lutzes were supposedly never haunted. Of course, George doubled down on his claims over the years, insisting that it did in fact happen. His stepson, however, came out to say that both the book and the movie adaptation were heavily exaggerated. William Weber even filed a lawsuit against the Lutz for breach of contract. He charged them with fraud, alleging they reneged on an agreement to collaborate on the book and subsequent film. Even the studio played a role in the scam. Stories of weird occurrences on the set of the film were concocted to create more publicity. I guess there's no true way to ever confirm whether or not the Lutz's claims were real, although none of the multiple owners after them ever experienced anything similar. Was the Amityville house actually haunted? Or was it all just an elaborate scam for fortune and fame? Should the book and movie be called The Amityville Horror or The Amityville Hoax? Regardless, it spawned a ton of sequels, a remake, a prequel, and other films with Amityville in the title. Only 11 of them, including this one, are canon, by the way. I do find it interesting watching this movie with that in mind. You can view it believing the whole thing is real, and it's based on a true story, or you can view it knowing that the whole thing was a hoax. I honestly feel you get a different experience while doing that. If you're able to condition your mind over multiple viewings, then I recommend trying it. What do you think? Is the Amityville Horror fact or fiction? And yes, that's a very fitting question, considering James Brolin was the original host of Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. Due to the lack of clarity in what did or did not happen, I think the Amityville Horror will always be clouded in controversy. If any of this information was new to you, I suggest revisiting this one. Or don't. Jason and I watched it, so you don't have to. This is just my controversial view. Please be sure to check out Jason's as well. What are your thoughts on the Amityville Horror? Comment below and let me know. Which controversial movie will we view next? Check back soon to find out. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.